Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shenanigans. How are you guys all doing today?
Great.
Doing good, yeah.
Great.
5 a.m. It's still dark.
Oh, you're a trooper. So we have a couple new characters on the table today. So before we get too deep in today's session, why don't we go around the table and introduce ourselves? Bryan, who are you and who are you playing today?
Sure. So I am playing Sir Walker. He's a paladin of a star, and he's here to bring freedom and democracy to the world.
Much better.
The world, not just Drakus.
James, who are you and who are you playing today?
Oh yeah, I'm James, right. I'm playing Armrage, the lawful good Minotaurian cleric of Astaire. I'm here to spread the laws of Minotauria to Drakus, who, as far as I can see, is so unlawful. All these Minotaurs keep coming here and not following Minotaurian law. They must obey law. And there's a bunch of them over at their farm, but guarding the sacred cow, Bessie. So I'm pretty busy.
Oh, is that breaking the rules? Is that against the law?
No, of course not. But, I mean, there will be infractions, and the law needs to be maintained. Because sacred milk cows, you don't slaughter them. So guarding Bessie is a sacred job.
I see. And last but not least, we have Will. Who are you and who are you playing today?
My name's Will. We're playing Grimelda today. She's a halfling fighter thief, and she just kind of rolled into town with her family. It's a big cart of them. They're not really sure the numbers yet. No one's got a good, accurate head count, but it's a big family. And she's come over to the tavern, kind of meet some new people, see what's going on.
Nice. Well, here we are in Shenanigans. Let's figure out how full it is today. It is 100% full. Shenanigans is at capacity. The fire marshal is standing outside, making sure nobody else enters because that's too many people. And Shenanigans is known for going over its occupancy limit, and it's just problematic. So, fire marshal's there, and you guys manage to slink on in, and he immediately shuts the door after, being like, "Sorry, everybody, bar's full."
Oh, did the old lady get fired? The old fire marshal?
She died. And then was raised from the dead. And Reap took over her role again as fire marshal, and then died again. So she's really dead this time.
Oh, okay. Adventures you have when I'm not around.
So you guys make it into the tavern, and what do you guys want to do?
I'm not sure if I think this Grimelda can handle being with us. Are you sure that you can keep up with us, man? Because what you should know is that our enemies are innovative and resourceful, and so are we. They never stop thinking of ways to harm our country and our people, and neither do we.
Well quoted.
All right. Well, that's good. I mean, I think I can hang with you guys. I mean, I'm pretty quick on my feet. I can keep up.
All right. I have a wooden badge of Astaire. We can deputize you as a helper of Astaire.
Look now. That's cool. That's interesting. But I'm just getting into town. I kind of want to look around before I make any god decisions here,
All right.
Yeah. We'll hold off on that for now. We'll see.
My Minotaur is just wearing a vest with a badge of Astaire on the lip, just on the side, like you would a sheriff's badge.
Oh. Interesting.
Perfect.
No undershirt, just the vest.
So you guys are standing around the very full tavern, just kind of chit-chatting about gods and religions and purposes and that sort of thing. Doesn't seem like you guys have much going on here.
Not today.
All right.
Not today. Y'all are both Astaire, right?
Yeah. I'm not making that mistake again.
Good.
At least one of you will get the buffs.
I'm just doing a little bit of background on your gods here.
So as you guys are going over to get your drinks, Desmond like stops you as you're approaching the table. He stops Sir Walker first and goes, "Walker, buddy, we got a little bet going on over here at the table. These 3 dwarves are telling me that there's no way you could jump from the roof here at Shenanigans to the roof of Big Ben's brothel in one leap." And I told them, you know, they're right. He's Sir Walker, not Sir Jumper. What do you have to say?
That depends. Are there people in need on the other side? Because if so, I could make it happen. But if not,
we could put some people in need over there. Hold on.
Can we break someone's arm, sir?
He snaps his fingers and points at Grimelda. Come here, little one.
All right, and I slowly walk towards him.
Are you a helpless princess in need of rescuing? I think you are. And he grabs you by the shoulders and like throws you over his shoulder and starts to march out of the bar.
All right, I'm gonna wait for him to get out of the bar before doing anything because I feel like this is how I get my character killed.
Yep. You guys get out of the bar and someone tosses him a coil of rope and he heads across the street.
When we get over that way, I say, I see where we're going with this. I can climb up there myself.
No. You don't get it yet. Hold on. And with you still over his shoulder and a coil of rope, he like one hand climbs up through to the roof of Big Ben's brothel, a 2-story building using this little alleyway over here. Gets to the top and ties you to a chimney in the old-fashioned, like I'm going to tie you to a railroad track sort of situation. Then he pats you on the head and looks down from the 2nd-story roof at Sir Walker and goes, "There's a princess in need! Help! Help her! Help her!" Okay, what were we going to say now?
I was saying, while he was... So if you've ever ridden a horse, when you put a saddle on them, sometimes they're big jerks and they fill up their lungs with air, so they're bigger. So that way when you ride them, the saddle will fall off. I want to do like the same thing. I want to like puff up as big as I can, so that way, like as he ties me up, the ropes will be looser. So that way I've got some wiggle room and some room to work.
That's smart. Okay.
all right.
So that way, when this inevitably fails the jump, I can still get off of the roof.
Sure. Desmond hops down off the roof and comes over to watch the show with everybody else. Some people spill out of the tavern, leaving room for other people to enter, and it's a big mix of who's in and who's out, and the fire marshal's going a little bit nuts trying to manage everything. But everyone's waiting for Sir Walker to climb on Shenanigans' roof and make the 30-foot jump? That seems a little big.
First, Sir Walker, let me bless you. There, you got +1.
So yeah, I guess I'll climb to the like. Is there a way to get to the roof or something? Like
you'll have to scale the walls of Shenanigans yourself. I'm gonna need a climbing check.
Okay.
Hold on. I want to make sure my map is to scale here. Those are pretty big boulevards. Are they actually? Oh yeah. Oh no, those are 30-foot. Yeah, it's a 30-foot jump, man.
Stables on this map. I can't see the stables.
The stables are part of the extra dimensional space that is Shenanigans. Its layout doesn't make any sense. There are places where they ought not to be, but they're there anyway, and we just don't look at it.
All right.
Don't look at how the sausage is made, McTacky. It's an ugly thing.
All
right. How do I guess I'm gonna climb up.
It's half your strength and no, it's a third of your strength and plus a third of your dex is your climbing skill.
Okay, so 16 divided by 3.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, it's 5.
Are you doing him chainmail, or are you trying to jump with chainmail on?
Yeah, I'm climbing up first.
Okay, so it's 16 plus 17 divided by 3 is going to be 11. There we go.
Okay, so plus 11. Okay.
Yeah. So d20 plus 11. 21, yeah. Without too much of a problem, you scale the side of Shenanigans, get yourself on the roof, and it's a 30-foot jump to Big Ben's brothel. How are you gonna do it?
All right. I think I'm just gonna make the jump. Can I take a running?
Oh yeah, you can get a running leap.
Another blessing, another +1.
Welcome to, for those of you that haven't played a lot of 2nd edition, welcome to the edition where there are no rules for how far you can jump unless you take a jumping proficiency, and then you can jump distances. Do you have a jumping proficiency, Sir Walker?
No.
Awesome. A character can attempt exceptional leaps, both horizontal. If the character has at least a 20-foot running start, you do. He can broad jump 2d6 plus his level in feet. No character can broad jump more than 6 times his height, however. With the same start, he can leap vertically, 1d3 plus half his level in feet, blah, blah, blah. So what level are you?
1. So
you can jump, if you succeed, you can jump up to 13 feet on a jumping check, which you're not proficient with, so you have to make it at half your stat. And jumping keys off of... This is going to not work at all. Oh my god, I think I've assigned you an impossible task, which is your dex divided by 2 minus 1. Your dex is 17. We round down. That's 8 minus 1 is 7. D20 plus 7 to jump 2d6 plus 1 feet, which cannot equal 30 no matter how we roll these dice. But let's do it anyway.
Only if... You just have to believe in your heart.
All right, you fail your jumping check. We'll say you jump half the distance, so roll me 2d6 plus 1, and we'll divide it by 2. 11. So you get 5.5 feet of running jump down the rooftop of Shenanigans, leaping across the street, and then falling 2 stories. Taking 2d6 falling damage. This did not go well. I don't know what I thought was going to happen here. I'm sorry, Bryan. How much HP do you have?
I've got 11 HP.
Okay, so you're not going to die from the 1 plus 4, 5 damage. You just like and hit the ground. And there's mixed cheers and celebrations. A cleric comes over and drops a Cure Light Wounds on you for 6 HP, being like, that was the bravest thing I've ever seen anyone do. How could you do such a thing?
It's just, when there's people in need, you gotta step up and then jump up.
Well, we have people in need, and we need someone with your bravery, your balls, your willingness to throw yourself at the problem, literally.
That's how things get done. Throw yourself out hard enough, it gets solved.
Excellent. Would you and your friends like to join me on a mission, or really do this on my behalf?
What's this the cleric of who we're talking to? Martha?
Yes, cleric of Martha.
So when this is all going on, I'd like to shake the ropes and climb off of the roof and go meet up with them.
Do you have a rope use proficiency check?
I'm a thief, and so I'm gonna say, like, I'll have my little hands and be dexterous to get to my knife or my darts to either cut the rope. That's why I got bigger, so I could wiggle around a little bit in there to get to what I needed.
Okay. La 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 la. Let's see. If the character's hands are bound to hell with the knot, he can roll a proficiency check with -6 penalty to escape the bonds. So you do not have a rope use proficiency, is what you're telling me.
I don't have a rope use, no.
All right, I'm going to need you to make me... You gave yourself some room, so make me a dex check with advantage to access one of your hidden knives, tools, thingamajobbers. That is a pass.
So I reach into my thieves' tools, I get out a little knife, and I cut through one of the ropes until it breaks, and then I just, wait for it to fall to the ground and climb on down.
Perfect, because Desmond had already forgotten that you were up there and moved on and was just going to leave you up there because he's just a forgetful fellow sometimes.
Oh, he won't forget about me.
Yeah. So you make it free. You're out.
Yep. And I climb down.
You climb down, and back on the ground floor, we have this cleric of Martha, who's talking to Sir Walker, and I believe Umbridge is right there as well.
Yeah, I'm right there with him.
Perfect.
I'm doing another blessing.
Perfect. The cleric says, look, we've got a problem of unprecedented importance.
Unprecedented. I know what you mean. I've had these unprecedented problems before.
She cocks her head slightly, trying to figure out if she misheard you, or you misheard her, or you just misspoke, or... There's a moment of confusion, and she's just like, it doesn't matter.
I just look straight in the eye. Don't crack a smile. Just...
Right. She's like, look.
Of course, Sir Walker. Well quoted.
Look. This might sound trivial when you first hear it, but you need to hear me out. There's a group of halflings that live just north of the southern steppes who have been making this cold brew coffee and selling it down between Stoneport and Bon May and in the villages in that area. It's all fine and well. A couple people have died drinking this cold brewed coffee. And we gotta find out. We got to know if these halflings are murdering people, if they are so incompetent that they're churning their cold brew coffee into poison, or if there's something else afoot here. Why are these people dying drinking this cold brew coffee?
Important question. Is there milk in this coffee?
I think that's one of those things we're gonna have to find out. Well, you're gonna have to find out. I've just treated some people who died from it. It was terrible.
Yes.
So
Milk
I'm here.
regulation is essential.
Well, how do you know it was the coffee that killed him?
Well, I guess I don't, but I treated 3 people who had consumed cold brew coffee and died from the same mysterious symptoms.
Same mysterious? So what would, if they were the same, does that mean you know what the mysterious symptoms were?
I do. Uncontrollable twitching and spazzing of the right hand, but only the right hand. It's sort of like jittering of the jaw, almost like when you're so cold your jaw just clatters by itself, like that, but with, you know, normal temperatures around. And
How cold was this coffee?
a bluish nose too. I don't know how cold it was. I didn't ever try any of it. But when I was trying to get a patient background on each one of them, they each said that they had just recently tried the new cold brew coffee. Now maybe the cold brew coffee had nothing to do with it. You know, maybe that's just the new craze that's sweeping the area, and these people all got poisoned elsewise. Could be a coincidence. Could be a red herring. But right now, all signs point to cold brew coffee. Halfling cold brew coffee.
I see. Do the halflings have a name for this coffee? Have they branded?
The cleric looks over at you, like wondering where the hell you came from, because she was talking to these 2 a moment ago, and yes.
Oh, so Walker, you saved her. Well done.
There's a special branding on it.
Ooh. I look, patiently waiting for a hopeful answer.
May we know.
I can pay you each in blessings of the greatest goddess of all, Martha.
Astaire.
Martha.
Astaire.
Martha.
Martha really the greatest? All she's doing
certainly.
is well, Falumbra is the one where the souls come from. All Martha does is shake the souls.
And all Astaire does is put people in jail for crimes that they didn't necessarily commit.
But okay, Malchus. Hey, Malchus, come and destroy everyone. Hey, Malchus, come here and destroy everyone. Yeah.
You know, without a little chaos in life, nothing ever would happen. You can't just be lawful all day long. You know, it's just not going to work that way. Sometimes you do need to mix things up. Life is a chaotic thing. You can't run from chaos.
What about all those assassinations Malchus's clerics did in
I'm not
Aragon?
saying he's perfect, but just because Malchus isn't perfect doesn't mean you are. All right, Astaire is more likely to lock up an innocent man for carrying a bag of rosemary down the street than he is to actually do anything, you know, truly good for the world.
Better 100 innocent people get locked up than one guilty man goes free.
At this point, I'm gonna go back into the bar.
The fire marshal's like, I'm sorry, we're at capacity, little halfling.
I look at the fire marshal and go, me and Desmond have some things to work out. He just tied me to the roof over there.
Halfling, can you assist us in this case? Because there is halflings involved, and I do not speak halfling.
I'll be right back. I just need to speak with Desmond for a moment.
All right, kid, go for it. And the fire marshal puts a hand on your shoulder. It was nice knowing you.
What do you think's gonna happen here? We're just gonna go talk. It's just a chat.
Sure, buddy, sure. Do you have a last will and testament you'd like me to deliver to your family?
Yeah, I'll see him later. It's gonna be fine.
All right. I'll remember you.
Get the clerk of Veracity Gravedigger. Yeah.
All right. So I just need to go talk with Desmond whenever y'all get done arguing about the gods.
There's not gonna be a conclusion of that.
Yeah,
we're just gonna argue back and forth.
Okay.
They'll argue until you guys are ready to take them away.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go up and talk to Desmond real quick then. And
All right.
Listen, Desmond, I know I'm a princess and all, but I'm a little short on funds to be a princess. And since you knew I was a princess, I was hoping to add some of those funds to myself. So, can you help me out?
You're a princess, so I should pay you?
That's how taxes work, correct? The wealthy tax the poor, and that's how they
Shit,
get
are
their
you
wealth.
collecting taxes?
Well, I mean, you called me a princess, so I'm either a princess or I'm not.
You're not.
Good. If I'm not a princess, then you just tied me to the roof, and I would like to be paid for not being tied to a roof.
Oh, come on. It was fun.
Come
We were
on.
testing
You
something.
left me up there. You didn't even
got
get
free.
close.
Where's my
Like,
rope?
If we got close, I wouldn't be as upset. He got
Where's
like
my rope?
off the roof and went down. Huh?
Where's my rope?
I don't know.
Did you cut my rope?
Yeah, cut your
It
rope.
was a magic rope.
Well, you should have got me off the roof.
You destroyed my magic rope. Do you know how expensive that is?
Yeah, it's really expensive.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna back and go get it.
It's ruined now if you've cut it.
Oh, well, it's done then.
That rope was worth a whole kingdom.
Well, looks like we're even. And I'll just walk back out then.
He shakes his head.
Well,
God, fucking halflings ruining my ropes. Don't they know you don't cut ropes, you just untie them?
at that point, I'm like, if you can reach the knot, you can untie them. Yes.
Wasn't it right that you snap your fingers and it unties?
I thought you just grabbed some random rope. If I knew it was magical, we would have tried so many more
it's
things.
Desmond. It's Desmond's magic rope, man. Everything he's got is magic at this point. So you and he are on mixed terms. The clerics are arguing over which god's the greatest, and there's never an answer to that one. And Sir Walker, somehow the most sensible person of this group. I guess it's your quest.
I'm thinking about this coffee, man. I'm thinking, what if we just heated up the coffee? Would that fix the problem? That's how I'm going to solve the problem.
Wise words, Sir Walker. Wise words. So, you're paying us in blessings from Martha, which statistically do the same thing as my blessings.
Well, not really. My blessings are better.
But statistically, they're the same.
No.
It's a +1 to the next saving throw or stat check.
Mine are better.
It's a better +1?
Yeah.
Have you got anything else? Has a law been broken here?
She puts up a finger, walks to her horse at the stables out front of Shenanigans, and pulls out a 3 small buckler shields and goes, "These are blessed shields of Martha. Each one provides an additional +1 bonus to your AC, above and beyond what a normal shield provides. How do your blessings function?"
I'm sure if I had a blessed shield, it would do the same.
But you don't have a blessed shield now, do ya?
No.
My blessings are better.
But you enchanted the shield.
She smiles at you.
Oh, you didn't. Okay.
Ooh, my sister's an enchanter. Maybe you should go talk with her. They just got into town.
Ah. Are they setting up a shop?
Maybe. It depends on how well we do.
Well, yeah, magic's pretty bad. Yeah, Minotaurian law doesn't look favorably on those who would use magic, though.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. And I'll go over to the shields and start taking a look at them. Those are pretty nice. After picking at them for a minute, I'll look at the cleric and go, "Can we get one of these if we win? Or if we do well?"
The shields? Absolutely. That's what I'm offering to give you in exchange for, solving this cold brew coffee problem.
Yeah, I'm in.
Good.
I'm in for some. I want some of this coffee, actually.
Yes,
Maybe.
sir. Well, I'll be in as well.
Okay.
Good. You're all in. Sounds wonderful. What sort of information do you need to complete your quest?
So the Southern Steps, just that area?
They live north of the Southern Steppes. Let me bring you to a map, and she produces a map for you guys to look at. These are the Southern Steppes, she says. pointing to this
Strength
area right here. And as I know it, the coffee groves?
Ground.
Fields? What do you call orchards? Coffee orchards are here. And the products are being sold in this region down here. Well, as well as this one over here, you know, wherever there are villages nearby.
Yeah, because coffee's not on Stoneport's resources list.
Well, maybe they're up to no good.
Nice.
Maybe the coffee orchards are lies and they're using demonic magic to make it happen.
Wait, demons have magic?
Like the opposite of a sleep spell? Like it wakes people up instead of...
It could be. It could be. I don't know. Someone's going to have to find out.
Well,
Or maybe they're
we'll
just
go to
being
these
poisoned.
plantations and find out, yes.
Good. Well, I'll give you each your +1 shield when you return.
Well, if we have the shield
Successful.
before, it might help us succeed.
Well,
That's not
but
how
if
this
I give you the shields ahead of time, then you could also just not do it and just have the shields. You might just be thieves.
Well, my whole family's in town. I'd have to come back and just, see them.
If you're a thief, you could also be a liar.
Well, I mean, I could
Well-
be anything. I could be a dragon at this point if we play the what if game.
You're right.
also-
That's why I'll just give you the shield when you come back after having successfully completed the mission, rather than
Margot will allow me
beforehand.
to cast Zone of Truth at level 5.
People can always change their minds. They might have the intent of doing the mission, see the danger, and then opt not to later. Just because they're truthful now doesn't mean they'll be truthful later. Silly clerics of a stare thinking they have all the answers.
But a truth is a truth.
And that is a tautology. It makes no sense.
Yes, it is.
That's
My character
why it's
doesn't know
true.
that.
Good. So we're set.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's head down then. Do you guys even need anything?
I've got my rations.
No, I think I'm good.
Yeah, probably just get like rations or something.
Let me see if I have rations. I think I already do. No, I need to buy some rations, but after I do that, I'm good to go.
All right. You guys can get some rations, regular ration prices. And off we go.
Yeah.
All right.
I get my compass to make sure we're going in the true direction. Even though there's a road literally in front of us.
Right.
So we need to probably talk about this. I'm a halfling, and I move at four movement. So unless y'all want to do that right now,
I've got 18 strength, so I can carry you.
okay, cool. Just
You have
throw
18
that.
strength. You're just gonna throw the halfling on your shoulder and walk with them that
Yeah.
way. Perfect.
Yeah.
This is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to do. So I'm going to put my backpack inside of his backpack if he's got room, and I'm just going to sit on it.
Yeah. Just tell me the weight. Just tell me the weights involved here, and I'll tell you how fast.
We're real light. This is going to be real easy for you.
Why would we go
Our
down
total weight is 87 or 88.
Shouldn't we just go through the woods maybe?
I'm at light encumbrance, so.
Mhm.
But I'm moving at movement speed 8, carrying the halfling.
Perfect.
Right. So that's faster than 6.
Yeah, or 4. It's literally doubles our move. Yeah, it would have been 4 because my base movement's 6, and then I'm already lightly encumbered, so I'm at 4.
All right. That's
Irrational,
fine.
not me.
Yeah, because I mean in combat you're jumping off, so it'll be all good. All right. Oh yeah, the woods. That sounds great. All right, I'll get my compass out. Yeah. All right, Stoneport is in that direction. If we head true and straight in that line, we'll get there.
Compass points straight to Stoneport. So
No, the north's that way. If you know the degrees, you can know the way to go.
So towards the opposite way, so that way you can just go to the other way of the arrow of Stoneport.
Yes, Sir Paladin.
Yes.
That's how a compass works.
Do coffee beans not grow on trees? Have I been lied to my whole life? My God,
was
they're
like a-
bushes.
Yeah, I thought it was
They're
a bush.
flowering plants.
Yeah, that's why
Well-
they're in plantations. coffee plantations.
My God. I've been wrong my whole life about this. That's all right. In Arcadia, coffee grows on trees, not in flowering bushes. They're orchards, damn it. Coffee orchards.
Okay.
Tiny trees.
That's what
that
Neal
look
throws down the
suspiciously
line.
like
I'm not
bushes.
changing the trees. It's not going to that's the line we can't cross.
It must be pretty plot important.
I've totally planned out this entire session filled with red
Make the
herrings
paladin
and
jump across the street. Now
Exactly. Totally thought
Yeah.
to jump across the street.
yeah, I've made a plan. Don't worry, we're definitely not winging this session like we do every other Shenanigans session.
It's like
This is
Battlestar
different.
Galactica. They have a plan, even though they don't.
All right, so the party's ready to go. How are you going to get there? There's a lot of ways. All roads lead to Rome, but there are many ways to go. Do what?
Through Westgrove, the straightest line possible.
Boom. Straightest line, the truest line possible. I see what you're doing here. Is everyone on board with the truest line?
I'm not going to argue with the Lords of Truth over here. I'm going to let them continue on their way. I'm going to sit on the shoulder of the Minotaur and just kind of go along my journey. This is awesome for a halfling. It's like the best thing ever.
My Minotaur horns are like curved forward, so it's all good.
This is literally, I
They're
just
not
get to sit
wide.
on his shoulder, go see the countryside on the back of the Minotaur.
I'm not a wide horn, so I'm not going to turn my head and knock you off.
Okay. That's good. Well, I'm not trying to like duck underneath your horns all the time is what you're saying. That's good.
Yeah. So they're curved forward, so you should be fine.
Perfect.
All right.
I'll lead. So, Paladin, do you want to lead the party or should I?
Absolutely, I'll lead if you want. Yeah, sure. I know we're just
Straight ahead.
going
that way.
straight. Going straight. All right.
Yeah, and ignore that abandoned church. That's not in a stair church that passed as we're leaving town.
Okay.
All right. You get to go through an area, and I need to get my notes for my Shenanigans random encounter table.
I just say it's
All
orcs.
right.
It's always orcs. It's West Grove.
We'll just say it's orcs. Fine. Will, would you roll me a 2d10?
Whew.
Might
You
roll
got
that.
blessed, by the way, but this won't affect this roll.
11. Okay. All right. And Bryan, can you roll me a 1d20?
Sure.
Ooh. And James, will you roll me a 1d12? Ooh. All right. Excellent. You guys are heading through the woods on your lovely day. We got a Minotaur with a halfling on his shoulders and a human paladin walking beside them through this beautiful, lovely forest.
I'm singing Minotaurian hymns about a stair at justice.
Do you have a rough translation of them?
Essentially, it's a fable about someone who spilt some milk, but then they were tasked with spilling equal amount of blood to balance out the chaos. But the law wasn't their own blood; it was someone else's blood.
Oh.
So they fought in combat to restore her honor for the spilt milk, and eventually they balanced everything out, and the stair looked kindly upon them.
Do Minotaurs not have the expression "don't cry over spilt milk"?
We didn't cry. We spilt blood over it.
There's no time for tears.
It's time. Okay.
Like the guy spilled a big thing of milk. It wasn't like a small pail here.
Right. Well, whoever has the highest perception in your group will make me a perception
10.
check.
Mine's an 8.
So Walker?
Mine's pretty low too. It's 7.
Oh, right.
Here you
I'm
go.
not really paying attention to anything.
Beautiful.
I failed.
Beautiful. All right. So you guys are walking through the woods like nothing's going on when the Minotaur accidentally steps on a baby pig. Like a little pigling just happens to walk out from under a bush. The Minotaur steps on it. Roll me 1d6 plus your size large. Roll me 2d6
size large.
crushing damage for what you do to the baby boar.
6.
6 damage to the 3 hit point boar. Its bones crack underneath your feet. It gives a half-hearted before it dies.
Who put this wild boar here, and whose parent won't kill us?
Good job.
You're off of his shoulder down at it, but definitely not get off and go, well, that's unfortunate. You should grab dinner and like point for him to pick it up.
I think we should run. There's going to be a wild boar after us.
And as if on cue, there comes a snorting and a snarling and a pawing from the bushes to your left. And bursting out from it on an initiative roll is Angry Mama Boar and her 3 other baby boars that come with them, because there were a total of 5. That d12 roll could have gone much, much worse. So let's roll some initiative and let's turn on our combat music against the wild boars.
The
angry boars.
Ooh.
Let's see. Headbutt or polearm? Right, that's the wrong button. That roll doesn't count because it was an initiative. $17.
All right,
Oh,
let
token.
me just
That's like my token.
clear this map of all the other weird shenanigans that have been on it. And let's get ourselves in some semblance of an appropriate place.
Oh, I couldn't find me, so my roll didn't show up. Sorry.
It's okay, don't worry about it.
I'm trying to find where we are on the map.
You're not anywhere on the map yet.
Okay, good.
We haven't put you on the map. The problem is that this forest has trails, and you guys aren't on a
We'll just
trail.
pretend there's no trail.
We're gonna
pretend
move you guys over here. Grimelda, Sir Walker, and Umbridge. We'll put you on the token layer, and we'll bring everybody over to this spot.
Perfect.
I should have reroll my initiative then.
Nope, you're good. You're good.
All right. Sounds great.
So Grimelda, you're on Umbridge's shoulders.
Yeah,
Sir Walker, I assume you're in the front,
Yep,
right?
I'm up front. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And the boar is coming from your left, which is going to be over here. And then the baby boars, of which there are 3, are behind Mama. 1, 2, 3. They're actually going to be in a line. Perfect. And you are going to roll initiative. And you guys are going to roll initiative as well. The little cute little tiny boars.
It to 17 again.
Umbridge, Grimelda, and Sir Walker. Grimelda rolls a 6.
What's the speed of a sword? It's like
5.
5.
There, I fixed.
Perfect. Grimelda and Walker rolls a 12. Fantastic. All right. The first one to act is the baby boar holds its action until its mom goes. Grimelda, you're the first one to act. You can hear the boars coming for you.
So I'm gonna flip around to his back so I'm not on his shoulder anymore, like on top of his backpack.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna throw my darts if I can see it. I don't know.
Sure.
I guess
Are these mithril darts that you're throwing into the woods?
No, they're just normal darts.
All right.
Your
That would be a
mithril, to
silly
make anything
thing
out of
to
mithril is
do.
impossible. Like
Yeah.
to get that amount of gold is literally impossible.
Yeah. All right.
Not much gold.
Hurl your darts.
So how many? So I get 4 attacks around. So
you
how
get-
many do you want me to do first and at the end, or
1 now, and then 3 at the end of the round. And how do you get 4? It's typically 3.
specialization?
So you
Right.
skills empowered some bullshit to get yourself specialization as a rogue.
No, well, I'm a fighter thief or whatever. That's why I had to multi-class as a fighter so I could get their specialization.
Only single-class fighters get specialization.
Well, I think you can still skills empowers it, but I have to drop some of my actual skills, my proficiencies. Whatever. That's fine. We'll just do normal. What is it normally?
Just regular. What do you mean normally?
I think darts are still 2 attacks around them.
3 attacks per round. Yeah.
3 attacks? Yeah, okay. I'll go look at that again later. 17? Oh,
17's
so
a hit.
It'll actually
You-
be less. 1 less.
Oh.
Because I've got my modifier for...
Right. 16 is still going to be hit. And you're going to have some trouble seeing the boar. What is its AC? Yeah, you can still hit it. Yeah, because you can see where it is in the bushes. So you only a penalty of 2 for not direct sight. But yeah, you see it. You hit it. Roll me some damage. Boars have many HPs.
It's 2.
Perfect. You bring the boar down to still a lot of life, but less than it had before. Next up is other boars. Who are you? Mama boar comes. Let me add her life here, though. She has this for the HPs. Perfect. And she comes charging in at Umbridge, pissed that you've crushed her favorite child. I mean, all parents have favorite children, even if they don't want to admit it.
That is known. That is known.
It is known, and you killed her favorite. So she charges you. Ooh, that's not great.
How bad?
3. No, it's not great for her attack. 3 plus 3 plus 2 for charging. 6, 7, 8 plus maybe 1 for flanking is 9. Maybe you don't see her coming for 11 or 12?
I'm AC 17.
Yeah, all right. She doesn't hit you. She runs right on past you, snorts, turns around, and repositions, pawing at the ground, getting ready to rip you to shreds. But that is it for her turn, and the babies go, including the one that was holding its attack before. They will do little mini charges of the same type right at you. One of them rolls a natural 19 to hit you, modified to a 21 because it's got a charge. And the other one rolls a natural 1, and I think runs into the back of its sibling when the sibling hits you and comes to a dead stop, and the other one runs into its sibling. The baby
on that one as well.
God. The baby boars will do a third of the mom's damage, so just 1d4 on a charge. You'll take 4 damage as the baby boar gets one of its little tiny tusks that like hits you in the worst possible way, like right between your oh god, what is the lower, what's the bone below the femur? Your lower leg bone, your shin bone, right? What?
Yeah, shin bone.
Yeah, between your shin bone and your Achilles tendon is where the boar gets its tusk. Right.
Do Minotaurs have Achilles?
Well, horses must have tendons down there. Cows must have tendons. They might not be Achilles tendons.
You're right.
But I'm making a metaphor here, you know? It gores you right in the weak spot for 4 points of damage.
Does Grimilda have to make a dex check not to fall off?
No, it's only a little boar. It's size small. Okay. You're size large. You're fine. Right, Sir Walker.
All right.
Someone has unleashed the boars of hell.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some pork chops today. I'm pretty happy about that. I guess I'm gonna go. Can I go like here and like get a back attack kind of a thing on this guy?
Yeah, totally.
Yep. I'll do that and attack that guy. I'm not sure what the bonus is, but okay, I probably still missed out. 8.
Yeah, even with +1 for flanking, it's no good. The little boar is just too hard to hit. The piglet is bouncing around, squeaking and squalling and pawing at the ground and fainting with charges and backing up and thrashing about. It's a mess. And you've now exposed yourself to a flanking attack from another baby charging boar. It rolls a 21 to hit you.
That's gonna hit.
Does it crit? Does it clear by 5?
No.
Oh, right.
It's not 19 or whatever.
You take 1 damage from the charging baby boar. It doesn't even have tusks yet. It just boops you with its nose really hard. It's intimidating. Umbridge, it's your turn.
Alright.
You can do it, Umbridge.
Can you move Grimilda with me? I'm just going to charge Mama Boar. Not charge, I'll move towards Mother Boar.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I guess that's the angle. Actually.
Sure. Get him. Okay. Get him.
Yeah, I'm getting him. All right. Wait, roll to hit.
17 is a roll to hit, right?
Yeah,
that's a hit. You strike the mama boar. leaving her at how much hit points? Whoa! Max damage to Mama Boar, ripping her to pieces with your, what weapon do you use?
Badash.
A badash.
Yeah.
What's a badash?
Bardish.
Oh, a bardish. Got it, yeah.
Bardish. Full-on
Ripping her
bardish.
with your bardish.
Yeah. Sorry.
And I guess we roll initiative for the new boars.
I get
next
2
round.
attacks.
Please make your 2 extra attacks.
I want to pick on the 2 little boars over here.
All right.
This one, or the close one, and then the one just farther back.
Got it. Make
so
all your
1,
attacks.
2. Whew. So the first one crits.
The first one is a double crit. Roll me 3 times damage dice.
7.
Oh my god. Yeah, you kill a little boar. And the 8 is a miss.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Roll initiative for next round, everybody. Melda gets a 5. Nope, not an 8, a 5. Sir Walker gets a 15.
So I had to look up my slow speed again. Actually, I'll just do a 3.
Ooh, 13. Ascending. All right, Grimelda, you're the first one to go. You're so fast.
So fast. 11 against the baby boar.
Yeah. You got like a back attack on it, sort of. That'll work.
Just so I could single, so D3. Oh, whoops. My spacebar got happy. All right, 2.
Ooh, almost enough, but not quite. Little boar is wounded, but living. Next up is Mama Boar, and she is squaring off against Umbridge. She gives like a half back, followed by a lunge towards your groin with her large mama tusks.
Yeah, my attack was a headbutt, so we could be just going tusk to tusk here.
Tusk to tusk, the boar gets grappled on your horns, trying to kick you in the balls with her face. Punch you in the...
Hunt does that. So
Butt you in the balls with her face? I don't know. She goes for the nuts and misses with a natural 3 on the attack
I
roll.
just assume she misses because I changed my pose.
Yeah. The little piglets are trying to batter down Sir Walker. First one is a wild miss. Second one is a natural 20. But I guess with 17 AC, it's just a regular hit for another 3 points of damage. But once the baby boars have made their attack, they lose their valor and flee, giving Sir Walker the option of attacking them if he wants.
Yeah, I'm attacking, man. These guys
Oh
look
my god, they're babies.
nice.
They're little bit.
The
Oh,
most
it doesn't
delicious
matter.
ones.
You don't really try to hit them, do you? You're kind of half-heartedly like, well, oh no, they're fleeing. I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Umbridge.
Alright, here we go. 14?
14 will do it.
Alright, 9 damage.
Woo! That will kill the big mama, leaving
Ooh.
Sir Walker if he wants to chase down baby boars.
Oh, and we also have our dart thrower if they want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get my 2 extra dart throws before they get too far.
Yeah, this will make a half move, but Sir Walker, it's your turn. Do you want to?
I gotta take one out. I think I'm just gonna go up to this one right there and charge him.
Give me a roll to hit.
16.
16 will do it. You're hitting the wounded one?
Yep.
Yeah, that one only has 1 HP. It's going down.
Yeah. There we go.
All right, and Grimelda, the boars can do a half move, half of 150 yards.
75?
Is 75 yards, which
I'm not gonna throw
is
them.
120, no, 200 and something feet.
It
So,
doesn't
yeah.
matter. I won't throw. That's way too far.
Cool. I think Sir Walker gets one more attack of opportunity as the boar continues to flee away from him.
No, I'm good with this one.
All
I got
right.
one of them.
All right, the one baby boar vanishes, vowing to return here one day and slay the armed enemies of its kind. But that'll be a story for another time. That boar needs a few years to grow up, learn how to speak, learn how to cast spells and come after you.
We're gonna get some crowbars here.
It'll be
So I
something.
threw.
How close are we to sunset?
Let's find out. How far did you make it before the boars came after you? It is a roughly 30-mile journey to where you're going. And through this terrain, you can go about 5, 10, 15, 20-ish miles a day. So you get about you get about 3/4 of the way through the day before the boars attack, before you step on the boars. And then you still have a day and a quarter left to go before you get to your destination.
We can camp and cook the big baller.
Yep.
Yeah,
Anyone
absolutely.
got a cooking proficiency?
I do not. I do want to pick up my darts that I threw though, Neal. I threw 4. So what do you want me to roll to see how many I find or get back?
You can recover all the hits.
Okay.
The misses are just lost. Yeah.
Lost.
They're just going to be lost. Yeah.
You should tie ribbon to your darts so they can be found afterwards. Colourful
Ooh.
ribbon.
Oh, colorful ribbons. That might work. Or strings attached to them. Or
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
have to work on something.
that's fine. Darts are cheap.
They're pretty cheap.
Yeah.
All right. So Paladin, should we set up camp now?
Absolutely,
And cook
yeah.
the ball? All right.
All right.
I'll set up a cooking fire with my tools and set up my tent.
You set up your tent. You got your tools, and you can't cook. Well, anyone can throw some meat over the fire. It's a matter of being
Yeah.
a good cook, right?
Yeah.
Right. All right. So you set your shit up, and why don't we take our first break here with the boars down, and we'll come back on the other side of the break with a little bit more shenanigans. Bye-bye.
Bye.